Instead of carrying patients, an ambulance in Jammu and Kashmir's Doda district is being used to ferry firewood. As you can see in those pictures, the ambulance belongs to a sub-district hospital in J&K's Bhaderwah, a town where patients are unable to get an ambulance in cases of emergency. The video drew outrage on social media, with many urging the State Health Department to take action against people misusing ambulances for personal use. Pradeep Datta joining us on the phone line. Pradeep, those pictures actually give out the story. We can actually see an ambulance being used to ferry firewood. Now, why is this being allowed? Who is responsible for this?
Yes, in fact, that's really a very shocking thing that instead of carrying patients, the ambulance is being used for personal use. Rather, I'll say it's a misuse of ambulances, as you can see in visuals. Instead of patients, they are unloading firewood. That means this has been happening for long. This is not the first instance that has been reported in Jammu and Kashmir. Just a few days back, there was a massive outrage when a video clip went viral in which we had seen that ambulance was carrying sapling from one place to other in Srinagar area also, and that time the people wanted action. In this regard, the inquiry has been initiated and driver has been suspended. But that is not enough, because it is not only the driver who is to be held accountable. Definitely, he is doing it at somebody's insistence, and that means some other staff members are also involved in this thing. This is a problem which is being faced by the people often from this area. Here on Mirror Now, we had been reporting several instances where the patients had been facing problems because they are not provided ambulance. In some of the cases, we have seen even bodies are to be carried in passenger bus because they were not provided ambulance. Often the argument that is given by the hospital people is that there is a lack of ambulance, so it is always for the critical emergencies. But see what kind of critical emergency they are providing ambulance, where it is being used for ferrying firewood from one place to another place. Had this video not gone viral, definitely they would have said, no, the ambulance is not being misused. But because of this video, they are simply cornered. I think that CMO has suspended driver. That is not enough. Inquiries need to be properly initiated, and people whosoever is responsible for this menace need to be held accountable.
And what is shocking is that so many times, Pradeep, we bring out stories of how people are carried by their relatives because of lack of ambulance or availability of ambulance, and see how ambulances are being misused. This should be an eye-opener. Thanks for joining us, Pradeep.